Hi there and welcome to my mat. My name is Alexa and this is my audition video for YogaSix in Marlton, New Jersey. Thanks so much for joining me. A little bit more information about me. I just got married this year, super exciting, and I am a full-time physical therapist. So I'm a huge advocate for physical movement, for not only the physical aspect of well-being, but touching on the mind-body connection and the mental benefits as well. So yoga has been a huge part of my life over the last few years, and gearing up for my wedding earlier this year, keeping me sane and keeping me moving. So overall, I am just very passionate about yoga and I'm super excited to begin teaching more classes. So with that being said, we will get started with a brief guided meditation in sitting. So if you'd like to join me in sitting, you can also take this in child's pose, on your back, whatever you're most comfortable with. But we'll start in an easy seat here with the legs crossed. You can slowly rock side to side to just really ground down through those sit bones, rolling those shoulders down and away from the ears, nice and tall, sitting up. You can bring the hands to the knees. Palms can be up to receive or down to ground, whatever you might need for your practice this evening. But with that being said, we will just take a few breaths and find stillness here, pushing any thoughts off to the side for the next few moments as we practice together, just trying to be present here. We'll take a full breath together here. Inhale through the nose, fill up. Exhale through the mouth, sigh it out. One more just like that. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today, or just using this as a moment to slow down. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly blink those eyes open. We'll bring those arms up overhead, reaching forward to the top of the mat and pressing back into an extended child's pose. So opening those knees wide, feet come into touch, shifting your weight back to your hips, walking those hands out to the top of your mat and letting your forehead come to rest. Maybe massaging that third eye, that forehead down into the ground, rocking your head side to side. Staying here for one more full breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. Slowly rolling up into a tabletop position. Hands come under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We'll go through a few cat-cows here, matching these with our breath. So to start, we'll inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes high. Exhale, arch the spine, look between your thighs, press the mat away from you. Inhale, dropping that belly, looking high. Exhale, arching that spine, looking between the legs. Again here into our cow, and exhaling into the cat. Go through a few more of these at your own pace, matching those movements with your breath. And then meeting me back in that tabletop position with a neutral spine. Tucking those toes and sending all of your weight back, straightening those knees into your downward dog. Pedal out the feet here. Maybe you come high on the toes, drive your heels down into the mat. Keeping that soft bend in your knees. Pressing those shoulders down and away from your ears, spreading the fingers wide. Exhale. Slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Grab opposite elbows and just rock side to side for a ragdoll. Keeping that soft bend in the knees here. One more full breath here. Bring your hands down to the mat, heel toe your feet to touch. Slowly rolling up to standing. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, reaching down for the mat for your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gazes forward. Exhale, walk your hands out to the top of your mat into a high plank. We'll drop down to the knees here and tuck the toes, lowering all the way down to your belly. And then rising up, not quite all the way, thighs stay down for a cobra. Opening up that chest. And then rocking back into a downward dog. You can feel free to pedal out those feet here again. Tippy toe walk to the top of your mat to meet your hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, diving back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot, then the left into a high plank. Can always modify your flow here, but if you're going to join me to take the full chaturanga, we'll shift all of our weight forward 1 inch, keeping the elbows tucked in, lowering all the way down, untuck the toes, and rising up into an upward dog, thighs come up off the mat. Exhale, downward dog. 1 full breath here. Exhaling through the mouth. Step your right foot forward and then the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, repeating on the left here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step the left, then the right back to your high plank. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Flip the toes, rising up to your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot, then the right forward. Lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching up overhead. Palms come through heart center and out by our side for Tadasana. Nice job there. You can shake those out. You can feel free to grab a drink on your next breath. We'll reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We'll try hopping back into our high plank here. So planting those hands, bending the knees, and then when you're ready, jumping your feet back into either a high plank or a downward dog. And then taking our vinyasa here, so shifting forward, lower down chaturanga, rising up for up dog, and rolling over those toes into down dog. One more full breath here. Exhale through the mouth. Bring your right leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip, finding ankle circles one way, and then the other. Step your right foot forward, rise up into a warrior one. That back foot should be angled about 45 degrees out. Arms reach up overhead, elbows are squeezing in toward the ears. Maybe sinking a little deeper into that front knee for our last breath here. Opening up into a warrior two, back foot swivels out, so it's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Arms come out long, gazes over that front middle finger. Long line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. One more breath here. Inhale, flip your front palm up, reach that left hand back to the leg, and act like you're high-fiving the wall behind you. For 3, 2, 1, back into warrior 2. Arms come out long. Cartwheel those hands to frame your foot, step it back, and find your vinyasa here. So again, coming forward, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One full breath here. The left leg comes high. Bend that knee, taking those ankle circles in one direction. And then the other. Stepping that left foot forward and rising up into a warrior 1. Again, that back foot is out 45 degrees. Arms are up high, sinking into that front foot here. Breath 2. The last one here. Opening up those arms, swiveling that back foot so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Gaze is over that front middle finger, arms are out long in a T. One more breath in your warrior 2 here. Exhale, flip your front palm up. Inhale, reaching back into your reverse warrior, dropping that right hand down to the back leg or reaching behind the low back here. Coming back into your warrior 2. One more breath here. Cartwheel those hands to frame the front foot, step it back, and take your vinyasa. Meeting me in a downward dog. Can always skip it, can always modify it. Your practice, whatever your body needs. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet to touch. And slowly rolling up, arms come up overhead. Down through heart center. And out by your sides. We will meet back in a sitting position whenever you're ready. Making your way. Your legs out long. We'll find a Western forward fold here, so arms come up overhead on your inhale. Exhale, reaching forward for the feet, the ankle, wherever you can reach. Can always bend those knees and try to pull yourself down a bit further. Really trying to lay that chest onto your thighs. Holding here for one more breath. And slowly rolling up into that sitting position. We'll make our way all the way to our backs. As we cool it down for a moment here, can hug that right knee into your chest. Trying to push that left knee down into your mat, holding that left leg straight here. And then we'll switch it over, hugging in that left leg and kicking the right out long. Pressing that right knee into the mat as maybe you can hug that left knee in a little closer to your chest. Bring that right knee in to meet the left, hugging both knees in close, just driving that low back down into your mat, showing yourself some gratitude for showing up today, taking a moment for yourself. And whenever you're ready, we will kick both legs out long as we prepare for our final resting posture here. Finding a comfortable position on your back. Let your hands fall down to your mat, can be facing up or down. Letting those ankles roll out, legs can come out wide. Eyes can close. just finding a few moments of stillness and silence here as we close out our practice together. Slowly beginning to wiggle those fingers and toes here. You can roll over onto your side or bend those knees and make your way back into a sitting position here. You can feel free to keep the eyes closed. We will just return for one final cleansing breath together here. You can bring those hands to heart center. Inhale all the good, all the things you're grateful for, everything positive. Exhale anything negative, anything stressing you out, anything you might need to let go of today. The light in me sees and honors the same in you. We'll bow to seal our practice. Namaste, and thank you so much for practicing with me today. It's been an honor, and I'm so excited to continue this journey and expand my yoga community, hopefully into the YogaSix world.